Satnam, thank you so much for joining. Welcome to Create Your Connections Readings. My name is Jean, and this is going to be a pick a card reading to see what don't you see about yourself. I thought that could be pretty enlightening as well as bring a lot of joy and excitedness. Enlightening because it can be bad. I feel like all of the groups are going to be like both. Why don't you see about yourself bad and good? So that we can feel good as fuck, but also learn, right? So we have four piles to pick from. For pile number one, we have this beautiful clear quartz. Point danach nach suchtaya hiveno. Beautiful energy. For pile number two, we have this beautiful mask. For pile number three, we have this beautiful green stone. I think this is aventurine. I'm not sure though. It was sold as jade in the shop, but obviously it's not like real jade, right? But nevertheless, I love this stone. It carries a lot of significance to me. And then for pile number four, I was just realizing is actually carries a lot of significance for me as well. This is also like a cactus quartz, fairy quartz, um, of the yellow variety, like the citrine variety. It's not real citrine though; it's just iron, but it's still pretty cool. Okay, the way I found this, the way this stone was like given to me was very cool to me. So, yeah. So yeah, those are the four piles to once again see what don't you see about yourself. Pick your pile and I will see you again. Pick your pile and I will see you there. Satnam. Satnam, pile number one. For those of you who picked this clear quartz point, this is going to be a reading to see what don't you see about yourself. I'm already feeling that you're already very clear and honest with yourself to some extent. Okay. Usually when I look at this clear quartz, like I'm drawn to the fact that it's very like it has like a lot of cracks and it's very foggy. But all of a sudden I'm like very aware of the like clarity, like how clearly I'm seeing the cracks and the fogginess. Okay. So quite honestly, I do need to say, pal number one, you're already very I'm hearing like spiritual and enlightened. So I'm not saying you're a Buddha or whatever, but like you're already very aware of like your shortcomings and your strengths. Okay, but so let's see. What is pile number one? Is that a challenge? I'm getting somebody like getting to this reading. What don't you know about yourself? And you're like this very like self-aware being. You're like, is that a challenge? Like, yeah. Anyway. Okay. Interesting. The Queen of Fire is showing herself again. She was at the bottom of the deck when we started, and now she's at the bottom of the deck still. We have here. Okay, I'm getting it's too much, but let me just see what this energy is about for pile number one. So I'm getting a very powerful vibe for you, pal number one. Once again, like I feel like because you are so self-aware, you're very powerful. I feel like what you're not aware of though is that there's going to be some sort of ending to that. I feel like this is almost this. Just bear with me, okay? This is almost like a god giving up immortality for like 1,000 years or something like that in order to experience like real life or something like that. Okay, so what I feel like what you don't and this has a lot to do with love because love keeps popping up. Okay, what you don't know about yourself, pile number one. We have the love, the six of water, and the maiden, and here we have the intuition and the two of cups. I feel like what you don't see or notice about yourself, pile number one, is that you are an extremely lovable person. I feel like maybe the reason why you are so like clear cut or like clear in regards to how you I almost want to say like address yourself or clear cut in regards to how you just are, present yourself and stuff like that, okay? Like you have no issues with showing every little crevice, every little foggy spot kind of vibe. I feel like the reason why you did that was actually because you really, really, really had to learn to love yourself. The reason why you did that was because there was actually a different energy that I wanted to express, and me saying that you really had to learn to love yourself, kind of put a fogginess over that energy. Okay, I feel like nobody was there to love those parts of yourself, and it's almost like you started not giving a fuck, but to such an extent that it got a little bit dark to some extent, like. I feel like you had to accept at some point, pal number one, and I feel like you don't realize this. This is probably some like unconscious belief that you have, okay? What you don't notice about yourself. You kind of started not giving a fuck about love, or not giving a fuck. You started believing that probably you will never have love, and that you don't deserve it, and that's okay, and that's how you learned to love yourself, okay, like to this extent. This feels very dark and very heavy, but still very empowering to me, okay, because it still led to you embodying this maiden energy, okay. That being said, the other thing you don't notice about yourself is that this whole journey was actually in order to like prepare you, in order to like level you up to be able to be with this love, okay, to have this actual divinely gifted love, okay. Yep. So it's interesting how this energy came through. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with the vibe, like just take it as it goes, right? So we have the Five of Wands. What does pile number one let's see about themselves? I'm really feeling pile number one. Right now you are very much in this. Not right now. Like I just feel pile number one is a very power. Like I keep getting a lot of powerful energy. Like very self-aware. Very yeah. Five of Wands, Jack of Spades, Two of Cups again. So we have the Two of Cups twice here. I feel like what you don't know about yourself, pile number one, exactly, is that you're meant to have some kind of like victorious love life. I know this might seem like not that, like you might not even care, or maybe your heart's been broken too many times. I don't know what that is about, okay? But like you're meant to have some sort of like divine love. Okay, like come on, like the love card, with the Two of Cups twice, with the Six of Cups in this deck, which is like this divine gift of love. Like you see those two hearts, like yeah. So I feel like for some of you, you might not realize that the reason why you went through all of this, like really intense, like it's almost like giving up on love to an extent, but it's kind of like giving up on love because it's coming, yeah, like rejecting love, okay. What you didn't know about yourself, pile number one, is that you're actually currently in this like energy of kind of rejecting love, okay, focusing on bigger and better things. I feel like you might be doing this subconsciously, even if you're like constantly searching for love, but it always turns out to be like third parties or rejection, or just flings and stuff. That's because you're actually rejecting love in some kind of way currently, okay. But the reason why you're doing that is because you're still on this hero's quest, okay, to embody. Yeah, that's what this five of wands is. This conflict and stuff, this journey, exactly. You're on this quest to ultimately, like, I'm hearing complete with this card, like manifest, like this first of all healing for yourself, and then this actual love for yourself, okay, and love of another, from another. You don't know that you are this maiden, pal number one. Like, I feel like perhaps you do know, but I don't feel like you are. Yeah, I feel like you're not aware enough of how maiden you are, or how lovable you are, how meant to be loved you are. Okay. I'm get destiny, exactly. Destiny. I'm getting this vibe of like that like really really like like, I don't like saying hot because it's a bit, you know, but like it's like you're like this really beautiful, but like that hot girl who the only reason you're perceived as hot or whatever is because like you're a little bit aloof because your heart was broken, you don't believe in love anymore, and but you, that makes you kind of lovable as well. And do you know that you're manifesting some kind of like stable something stable loving situation, first in regards to self, of course, and then in regards to actual two of cups, like a two of cups in self and a two of cups in your external. Okay, pile number one, because the two of cups is here twice. So let me see, just like that one more. Una más, per favor. I'm getting a lot of like, you're very lovable, you're very lovable. And once again, I feel like, look at this, love. You're like extremely fucking lovable, pile number one, but I feel like you don't, I feel like you know this, but you don't, I don't know, like, exactly, this card can also represent like a stalemate. Like, I don't know, like, let me see quickly. Yeah, maybe there's just like a little bit of healing. I feel like maybe, you know what, pile number one, I feel like this union that you're actually manifesting is kind of going to be this completion. Yeah, that's going to like fit the jigsaw puzzle into something, okay? It's going to make something unknown known to you or something. The Queen of Fire was showing herself. The Queen of Fire is actually in the other deck on the board. Now the King of Fire is showing itself. Choice, Nine of Cups. Yeah, you're extremely lovable, pawn number one. And once again, like, I feel like for some of you, okay, interesting. Ten of Cups, beautiful. I feel like you've been left out in the cold a lot. Yeah, maybe some people have always tried to like make you feel left out in the cold. Destiny again. I just feel like maybe you feel lovable in a more generic term, but I don't feel like you necessarily feel sexually lovable or something like that. But once again, I mean, this is this is giving me very sexual energies. Okay, I'm not feeling sexual energies right now. I'm just saying like you don't realize that you are very sexually lovable. Okay. But beyond the sexually lovable, like the other kinds of lovable as well, you're the maiden. Um, I'm also getting a message. Trust your intuition, okay? Get out of your own mind. Like trust to trust. Choose to trust yourself. Choose to jump. Okay, it's gonna lead you to a lot of stability and balance. Okay, pile number one. But yeah, all in all, all in all, pile number one. I feel like as I was thinking again, that enlightened, self-aware, the Ace of Wands showed itself. You're very aware of yourself and your inner and outer surroundings and stuff like that, but just be aware of the things I mentioned. Thank you so much for joining. Please do consider liking and subscribing, and I will see you again for another one. Satnam, bye. Satnam, pile number two for the for those of you who picked a pile number two, yeah, for those of you who picked the mask, Jesus, this is gonna be a reading to see what did you notice about yourself. You know, I was already getting this like, what you don't notice about yourself, pile number two, is that not only do you make, I feel like you make people a little bit like, what the fuck, and then you experience people as like being like mean to you or something like that. But I feel like people are what the fuck with you is because they don't understand you, because it's almost like, I don't know, I'm getting this vibe of like your face keeps like shifting, like all of a sudden you're like this, and then all of a sudden you're like this, and all of a sudden you're like this, and I don't know, you know, it's like this weird vibe I'm getting here. So you might not notice this about yourself, pile number two. So let's see, what do the cards have to show? We have the Three of Air, which in this deck is like all about like learning and book stuff. So I feel like pile number three, first of all, like I feel like you're much more intelligent than you give yourself credit for. Very specifically is what I'm hearing, okay? At the bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Fire, we have the Nine of Fire, the Two of Cups, we have the Three of Air, and the Ace of Fire. So pile number two, I feel like actually you are like, as pile number one, I feel like was very aware of the fact that they are kind of aware about themselves. I feel like you, pile number two, aren't what you don't notice about yourself is that you are actually pretty this is giving me truth vibes, like truthful with yourself. It's almost like meticulous with yourself or something like that. Okay, you're much more thoughtful and intelligent than you think you are. Okay, also much more creative than you think you are. You're like much more passionate, much more sexy, much more I'm getting that now. I'm getting like Spanish vibes. Like when like me for me Spanish is like very much more expressive. Okay, you're much more interesting than you think you are, pile number 2. Okay, and I feel like also that is what I was getting, like this energy together in some way doesn't make sense to me, but I feel like that's also why I was getting this like almost like shape-shifting vibe, right? Like this vibe of like your face keeps changing shape, or your appearance, or I don't know, your opinions, or maybe your beliefs are like very like contradictory and other people don't understand that. Okay, something like that, maybe even, I don't know. But that's what, like, I feel like you might be aware of that. You might just not be necessarily aware that other people find it sort of like, what the fuck, and you might experience it as people being mean to you, or I don't know, something like that. Okay, we have the 4 of Cups, then we have the 6 of, yeah. I feel like that conflict, or that, like, that's more of an inner conflict, pile number 2. I feel like you intimidate people in some way. Like, I feel like you have a lot of light that you don't realize, or that you don't necessarily recognize yourself. Maybe like a little bit. Like, like now I'm being drawn to the light shining from the book. Okay, maybe you have some kind of like surface knowledge of your light. Okay, your light's about to fucking shine. First of all, pile number 2. That's also what you don't realize about yourself. But you are already shining. You're just about to become very aware of this. As I'm saying this, you're becoming aware of this, obviously, right? Like I'm even being drawn, like I feel like never mind. I'm being told to leave that. So I feel like you might feel like I feel like. I feel like you might feel like rejected a lot or something like that, pal number 2, because once again, like you're perceived as quite maybe intense, or like light. Okay, like not everybody likes the sun, kind of, I guess. I don't know. Okay. But what you don't realize is, once again, like, the reason this is happening is because you're in this kind of energy. It's because you're in the 10 of Pentacles kind of energy. Okay, it's because you're exactly. It's because you're a 9 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands energy. Exactly. Like, because you're in this kind of energy. You don't necessarily realize this about yourself, though. But I also feel like that's very endearing, perhaps, to people. Look at this, 9 of Pentacles. Part number 2, what you don't realize about yourself is, first of all, you're already very abundant, but what you don't realize is you're about to become even more abundant. I'm even getting fuckboy here. Like, you're about to be receiving a lot of, like, maybe, like, fuckboy offers. For some of you, I'm getting, like, for some of you, like, for some, yeah, look, oh my god, look at this. I was exactly getting, oh my god, look at this. Okay, just bear with me quickly. For some of you, you didn't realize that you have some kind of, like, 9 of Cups energy, okay? What the fuck? You have some kind of 9 of Cups energy, okay? Pile number 2. 8 of Wands as well, like love energy. You have some kind of that energy that kind of makes fuck boys want to, like, invest and completely commit. Like, look at that, like, no more options. Ace of Cups, 2 of Wands, 4 of Wands, king of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, Jack of, like, what the fuck, like, these guys want to commit to you, or these women want to, like, love you, and sorry, I got, like, really intense there, guys, sorry. But I feel like that's what your energy does to people, Palm number 10. I don't think you realize that. I don't think you noticed that. Again, this passion, this very, like, very intense. What's that song? Um, I'm the main attraction in your dreams. Hate me and love me, no in between. Tastes like honey, I'm a tree, I'm a tree, I'm a tree, I'm a tree. Yeah, that's what I'm getting for you, pal number 2. Oh wait. We have the King of Fire, Queen of Fire. Look at that. You make like very confident energies, like, really want you. Like you make confident energies like lurk, or you make confident energies like get into conflict about you, for you. Wow, pile number 2. Like, you didn't realize that you're the bomb. You're the bomb, bro. Like, you're the fucking bomb. Pile number 2. Let me just look at the time there. Okay, no, we still have a little bit of time. Yay. For this 10 of Pentacles. Beautiful. You should be feeling fucking hyped up, pile number 2, okay? Like, truly, truly. I feel like maybe even this is giving me like somebody watching this on their phone or their tablet, you know, with the backlight, being like, ooh, like receiving this like information and shit, you know? Yeah, I'm loving it. Yeah, you make people want to offer shit to you, bro. Eight of Cups, Eight of Cups, Eight of Cups, Eight of Cups, Eight of Cups. You make people want to collaborate. You make people not 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 only you make people want to end things and walk to new beginnings. Okay, you make people end collaborations that like aren't meant for them or something like that, and then you make them go towards new beginnings. Okay, or at least that's what people see you as, or that's the kind of energy you bring in pile number 2. Like I'm getting a lot of like I'm hearing like discord and chaos, and now I'm seeing the 333. I'm seeing, okay. Now I'm seeing the golden apple of Eris, like the golden apple of chaos. But like in a good way, because chaos begets transformation and stuff like that, right? So again, Three of Swords, Three of Swords. Um, what you didn't see about yourself, pile number 2, is that like I feel like you leave people heartbroken, feeling kind of like, because I don't know, it's almost like you have this, especially in regards to pile number 2. You leave people feeling like if people like leave you, or if people hurt you, or if people do anything like that to you. Yeah, they don't get over you, hey. Like they stay in this like 9 of fire energy. Like they can't stop thinking about you. Like love, you make people fucking love you, pile number 2. I don't know what the fuck you're doing, my guys. Hey girl, what's the secret? Look at this union even. What's the secret? Queen of Water. Hey, hey. Emotions, your pile number 2. You make people want to, like, I'm getting this, like, again, the stalemate energy for you, pile number 2. You make people like almost come to some kind of like standstill if they're not with you or something like that. You don't know how truly the bomb you are, okay. I feel like you're gonna be receiving this knowledge. You're gonna be receiving this clarity. Okay, pile number 2. Thank you so much for receiving. Please do consider liking and subscribing, and I will see you again for another one. Satnam. Bye. Satnam, pile number 3, for those of you who picked this beautiful green stone. This is going to be a reading to see what don't you notice about yourself. Excuse me. Interesting. Pile number 3. What does pile number 3 not notice about themselves? I saw this card in my third eye just now. I swear to God. I was, for some reason, going through this thing of like, you know, a perfect way of reading this card. I was just thinking this, of reading the 5 of wands in this specific, like, pick a card option, was be that, like, you're much more like you're much more like rebellious, much more like confronting than you think you are. Like, you don't realize how, and intimidating I'm hearing now as well. This is like proper confirmation for you, pile number 3. You are extremely intimidating and like confronting, not in a bad way at all. I don't know, you don't realize how, like, I'm getting like a mama bear kind of vibe here or something like that. Like, your energy is not afraid to like step up. Like, I'm seeing somebody go into somebody's face, like, what the fuck are you doing? I don't know. I know that's really intense, but that's your energy, and you don't realize that, pile number 3. You put an end to shit. You put an end to motherfuckers here. We have the 10 of Swords and Wisdom, which is also 10. you put an end to shit like this, and I don't think you realize that. Like, I don't think you realize how balanced you are in that regard, and I also don't think you realize how powerful you are in that regard. I don't think you realize that you are actually very much more intense than you realize. Yeah, you get what I'm saying. Not, and once again, not in a bad way necessarily. Like, depending on whether somebody's trying to make shit with you or not, I guess, right? Obviously. And then we have the Four of Water, Nine of, interesting. Nine of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles. Pile number 3, healing. I feel like, interesting, for some of you I feel like maybe some of you tend to react in certain ways because you don't realize you're still reacting from some kind of like wounded space. Perhaps I do need to say that, and I feel like you're big enough to like take this information, right? Like, big enough emotion and spirit. I don't mean to sound condescending, God. Anyway, beyond that, I also got this message. I also got this message of like, what you don't realize about yourself is that you give off a very like, this energy has been coming up quite a lot recently. The specific term of like a tortured artist, or like a tortured musician, or like, I don't know, like a tortured poet, like, like somebody that's just like very, scars to your beautiful, like stars that were beautiful. Like, I don't think you realize how like beautiful your scars are. Okay, I even feel like now with this Five of Wands energy, this is giving me a lot of erratic energy. Now I'm even seeing the Five of Wands again as I split the deck, and the Eight of Wands. This like very erratic, like what the fuck energy, but this what the fuckness is actually very beautiful. Okay, and I feel like you don't realize that. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like people enjoy it when you become angry or something, and you don't realize that. I don't know. That's what I'm hearing here. Okay. I also feel like what you don't notice about yourself is that your scars are actually beautiful. I'm getting somebody not like a very specific something, maybe by their nose, or I don't know, something, but it's actually like very beautiful. Okay, it's actually like very unique and stuff like that. Okay, their nose, or by their lip, or some, I don't know. Okay, I'm hearing to take them. Okay, so let's see. We have the Three of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, the Five of Spades, the Six of Wands, the Three of Pentacles. So already off the bat, I'm hearing that pile number 3, you're much more successful. Yeah, okay, I actually forgot about the Four of Pentacles there as well. Oh my god, and behind the Two of Pentacles is abundance. You're much more successful than you think you are. Than you give yourself credit for specifically, okay? I feel like you're getting a lot of, you're gonna be getting, you're not noticing also that you're getting a lot of confirmation, perhaps, okay? I feel like after this reading, you're gonna become even more aware of a lot of confirmation. Why I say that is because even before the Five of Wands came out, I saw it and I started speaking about it. Even before abundance came out, I saw it and I started speaking about success, right? Like, you're gonna start receiving a lot of like confirmation beforehand. You're gonna I feel like this is already happening. You're receiving a lot of like confirmation from God, perhaps, okay? And you might not necessarily notice this. I feel like you're a little bit too stuck in this, in your own kind of energy of like, exactly, in this like mental conflict of like, for some of you trying to change your behavior, for some of you trying to change your look, or trying to change what you don't like about yourself, maybe not necessarily. Well, now that I say that again, the Nine of Swords I'm seeing here, okay, that's not necessary, okay? You should know you're beautiful just the way you are, and you don't have to change a thing. The world can change its heart. Scars, so you're beautiful. You're very successful. Okay, you're gonna have a lot of collaboration. I feel like people want to have a lot of collaboration with you. The reason why I'm telling you you're going to have is because I feel like once you start seeing this, it's actually gonna happen. Okay, exactly. Abundance, Queen of Water. You're I feel like you're some kind of like, you know what I'm getting, like there's something in my eye. I feel like like I'm getting a very specific like character archetype, or like this. It's almost, I'm getting like this, the short sweet, like feminine energy, but she can be like very she can like go for it, like she can like go for your neck kind of vibe. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. I don't realize I don't think you realize that you can really come off that way. But it's kind of endearing in a way. Okay, this kind of like yeah, like it's making people. I feel like you're in this energy. Pile number 3, the scribe, emotions, queen of fire. So queen of water and queen of fire energy, right? Um, I don't think you realize that you can sometimes truly come across as even maybe a little bit split. Quite not in a bad way. Again, it's just like it is endearing. Okay, you need to focus more on your abundance, or not necessarily focus on your abundance, but I'm getting like be grateful for your abundance. What you also don't notice is that there is more abundance coming your way. The more gratitude you express, okay, the more abundance will be expressed. I'm even feeling that the abundance card is showing again, also with the ten of fire. I wanted to say the more you even express this 5 of fire and 4 of water energy, the more you will like ascend with the 10 of fire, right? You will actually get even more abundance. Like imagine we got the abundance card again, right? Emotions, queen of earth, good enough. Queen of earth and king of earth and self, okay. And ace of air, okay, beautiful. Yeah, pile number 3. You're much more. Ten of Pentacles, Devil, opulence. You're much more abundant than you actually realize. With the 9 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles. Geez, you're much more abundant than you realize. I also think you don't notice, but you seem very abundant. You seem very rich, like financially, okay, energetically, emotionally as well. You seem very secure in yourself. To people, you might not feel this, but like that's how you are noticed by other people. Okay, you just don't notice this about yourself. I feel like you're going to though. 10-10. This is growing within you. Okay, pile number 3. Thank you so much for receiving. Please do consider liking and subscribing, and I will see you again for another one. Satnam. Bye. Satnam. Pile number 4. This is your reading to see what don't you notice or share about yourself. Already, I can tell you. I heard trigger, trigger, trigger. You trigger people. Trigger. Yeah. You trigger people's trauma. Pile number 4. You don't notice this about yourself, but you trigger people's trauma. Definitely. Okay. You're a trauma triggerer. Let's see. Let's see. Obviously not necessarily on purpose. For some of you it might be, right? But like always with love and with intention to heal, obviously, right? You're not like, I don't feel like you're being a dick just to be a dick kind of vibe. So okay, interesting. Yeah, you highlight the unknown pile. Exactly. I don't even see the king of fire. The eight of water, which is like very unknown, the moon energy with the king of fire. You highlight the unknowns within people. You highlight people's I swear I just saw the devil card. The king of air. So yeah, you highlight people's traumas. Pile number 4. You don't realize this about yourself, but I feel like people that are like very traumatized or carry certain traumas that you carry, or that like certain energy frequencies that would have been trauma bonds. Obviously it's not trauma bonds because you're like very in your light. I feel, but whatever, people that like resonate on those frequencies see you as some kind of like leader or something. Okay, you might not see this with the unknown or something, but you carry some kind of like, I'm hearing vigilance. Why did I hear vigilance? Vigilance. Interesting. But you trigger people's trauma, pile number 4, okay? Either people like people that are healed and doing the work see you as some kind of like maybe not a leader necessarily, but like an example, or like okay, that person has like had similar experiences or similar like trauma frequencies, and they're shining light on mine, so this person has maybe some kind of knowledge to share in order for me to heal, that kind of vibe. Okay. um but yeah, I'm getting specifically though that like a lot of trauma here, a lot of like trauma trigger very intensely here, okay? Five of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. You trigger people's trauma. I'm getting even like pull on their heartstrings. Exactly. Three of Cups. It's almost like you make people feel left out in the cold without doing anything. Like people assume, I don't know, that you're some kind of like bad guy or something, or bad girl. I don't know. Like, yeah, people just, I don't know. Like, you might not notice this about yourself. Seven of Cups. I don't know. I feel like you also maybe I feel like maybe some of you confuse people as well. Maybe you confuse people in regards to whether you're light or whether you're dark. I don't think you notice this, but I mean you're both. Like obviously, I feel like you should also be noticing that it's okay to be both. I mean, God said, "I, the Lord your God, create the light and the darkness. I create all these things." Like, and because we are God, we are infinitely light, infinitely dark as well. So, like, come on, you know. So, I don't know. Like, I think you should just notice that you are light and dark. I don't know why this outside influence keeps coming up. Like, I just feel like okay, it doesn't matter. I'm being told like I'm being told like with the Four of. Yeah, you make people feel pile number four. I don't know what else to say. Like you make people you trigger people's trauma very intensely. Pile number four. Okay, this is all exactly. This is all for healing. This is all for exactly. Look at this. Like your energy is intended to like. You might know this, but like I don't think you do because this is a reading. What don't you notice about yourself? Okay, but you might. You might have had inklings. I don't know. I feel like somebody, like, people are going to comment, like, oh my god, this was spot on. And then I'm going to be like, oh, how is it spot on if you didn't notice? I'm joking, guys. Anyway, let's continue. Like, you trigger people, okay? Queen of Swords. Like your energy is like this Queen of Swords. Like, even maybe you just do this, okay? Like, your light just do this. But it's always intended to like, create this kind of energy. It's always intended to bring healing to Nine of Fire, to create a Ten of Cups, Ace of Cups, Four of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, you know? Yeah, like your energy is almost like, I'm seeing like things like cracking away at like bullshit. At like solidified trauma, emotions and shit like that. Like your energy just does that naturally, right? Nine of Pentacles. You don't notice that that like I feel like a lot of people that like experienced you as extremely like they were very unsure, like, is this person light or dark, or they just like assumed that you were some kind of shitty person. I don't know. I feel like you don't notice that people assume at the start that you're a shitty person, file number four, unfortunately, but it's because you trigger their trauma. But after a while, after they, like, depending on whether they go through their healing or not, they start seeing you as this Nine of Pentacles. It's this, like, whoa, like, this person is actually a Nine of Pentacles, King of Fire, you know? That's too much. Okay. Ace of Pentacles, Two of Air, Nine of Pentacles. Exactly. Like, people... Yeah, like you don't notice this, but you shift people's perception of you is what I'm hearing here, okay? Like people start off with like this energy, like I don't know, not trusting you, but then you show them something completely different simply by, I don't know, not giving a fuck, or simply by just continuously triggering the traumas or something like that. Queen of Fire as well here, okay? One more card for pile number four. Journey. You make people go on healing journeys. You trigger people. You big time. I'm seeing that like Lemony Snicket, the mother. I'm seeing Lemony Snicket where he's like, I'm trying to where he's like saying goodbye to the children, whatever, and he's like, I'm gonna lose it big time. I don't know why, but like you make like really shitty energies like lose it big time. I love that part number four. That's wonderful. But yeah, you don't notice that. You also don't notice that people see you as very confident, I guess. People see you as very adventurous as well. Like you don't notice that you're much more adventurous and confident than you think you are, okay? Pile number four. I know this is not a what do people see in you, but it's just what don't you notice about yourself, and I feel like I'm getting other people's perspective of you. Okay, so yeah, pile number 4. No, let me get one more card because we do have some more time. Okay. I also want to say I feel like you come across much more nonchalant than you think. You come across very nonchalant emotions, like very balanced. Senegal as well, very balanced, a little bit detached. You don't notice this about yourself. Also with that moon energy, I feel like you're like very like I don't know, like you don't notice. Maybe you are very detached actually. Like I feel like you are very detached, but before you're much more detached than you think as well. Like you don't notice how detached you are. Okay, the crone and knowledge. I just heard complete package. Oh, pile number 4. Exactly. As I'm saying that, I'm seeing knowledge, Ace of Pentacles, 2 of Air, balance, 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles plus the Ace of Pentacles is a 10 of Pentacles. You're the complete package, you know, like you're self-aware, spiritual. You can sit down, but you can also party. I don't know, like something like that. Okay, you can go through endings. Shit like that. I don't know. Like you're like really cool, pile number 4. Like I really like your vibe. Okay, Ace of Air, Queen of Fire. Hmm. Ten of Cups. You don't notice abundance. Beautiful pawn number 4. Um, you're you're a cool gal. You're a cool Mister. I feel like that's all. Anyway, pawn number 4. I kind of got a little bit stuck by your energy there, so I also feel like I feel like you don't notice this, but you make people feel like they don't want to leave or something like that. I don't know. Okay, thank you so much, pawn number 4. Please do consider liking and subscribing, and I will see you again for another one. Satnam. Bye.